I.Eat.Games. Yeah.
Hey, Samurai, Mark here, and we are trying to scale Mt Jogaku and also take out Bettomaru, who's the guy at the top of the mountain that we need to face. It's really cold here, and there's a very specific path you need to take to get from campfire to campfire, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to get up there to the very top of this mountain. Once you've acquired the tail, we're going to follow this path. You can swipe up on the touchpad, and the winds will send you generally in the right direction, but it gets to a point where it's not going to help. So let's run. You're going to get to this cliff. If you're here in the game, at this part of the game now, you're very familiar with this. We're just going to be uncharting our way up these rocks. And then once you get up this little cliff here, you're going to see our first real campfire. And this one, I think, it's there just to kind of show you this is what they look like. This is what you're looking for. Now, don't go down there. We're actually going to work our way up this little rocky structure here. And then when you get to the top, there's a dead body. It's foreboding, yes. But we're going to push forward into uncharted territory and cross this bridge. Now, you'll notice on the other side of the bridge, there is a hound there. So I highly suggest you take out your bow and take this guy out with a headshot. Might take 1 or 2 shots to take him out. Don't forget to loot if you need to, if you need the predatory hide. I'm curious if you folks are getting hides off of these, because I think I only got hide off of 1 or 2. So I don't know. Normally I get hides off of them regularly, so I don't know if it's scripted or what. Anyway, once you work your way up here, we're going to stand next to the fire and we're going to thaw out. Keep an eye on your interface here. When you see all the frost dissipate, now we can move forward. So if you just run by the fire and you don't thaw out, then that's going to cause trouble later on. So you want to make sure you thaw out. Now, I just passed by that predator skin. We're going to jump over this cliff, and then we're going to grapple. So it's X, and then squeeze R2, and then we'll pull ourselves up. We're going to do this a couple times as we work our way up this mountain. Now, you're going to see there are more cliffs that we need to scale. So let's go ahead and work our way up here. We're starting to get cold, but you can see there's a campfire straight ahead. So work your way up here, grab all the goodies, thaw out. Now, there are 4 hounds that we're going to take out. Now, don't do what I did here. Use your bow. It's much safer and it's probably faster. I have no idea why I decided it would be a good idea for me to try to attack them head on. I mean, it's fine. I took care of them, but it's just easier with the bow. So if you can, take them out, sneak around that ledge right there, and pick them off. Now, let's go ahead and push forward, and we're going to climb up here. It's funny. I had fun doing this whole thing, and it is so Uncharted, but I distinctly remember myself saying, after I played Uncharted 4, I was done with jumping around. I was done with all the Unchartedness of games, and here I am as a samurai or a ghost, having a blast doing it. So once you get to this campfire, talk to this guy, you'll have a little conversation. Once you're done, we're going to head up to the right here. Now, this part can be a little tricky. It can be confusing. So we're going to run up to this bridge. And when you get to this bridge, we're going to jump, squeeze R2, use that grapple hook as soon as possible, land. Remember that we're running the whole time because it's very cold. Run to the side of the cliff. We're going to jump and grapple again. Push up on the left stick, then right, and then the X button, and you will jump and Jen should grab onto that ledge. Now work your way over and jump, and then run forward. It's getting pretty close. I know this is a close one, but keep pushing forward. The reason why you don't see light is because the fire is not lit. So walk up to it, hit squeeze R2, and then we'll go ahead and light the fire. Once that's done, don't forget to collect all the fire arrows and all the goodies. Also, don't forget to read the letters that have been left behind. And then when we're done with that, we're going to run, jump, R2, grapple, and then hang on this cliff. We're going to unchart our way over here. We're going to go up, jump, grapple, and then we're going to work our way up this cliff. And there's another unlit fire here. Now, this is probably the biggest stumper, I think. It took me a minute. So if you're lost and confused for what to do next, don't feel bad. It's not obvious. We're going to run our way back here. And to the left, we have a cliff that we could climb. So let's go ahead and work our way up here. Now look up. There's a grapple location. So we're going to jump and squeeze R2 and grapple our way up there. But you have to jump in order to get the prompt. push up on the left stick, and then we're going to jump, hit the X button, jump, and we're going to go up, up, up. And you can see once we get up here, you can see there's a bear right there. So I don't know if you need to, well, you don't need to take out the bear, but it's totally up to you, of course. I did not get a hide from this guy. I'm curious if you do. But anyway, if you're feeling the pressure of the frost, just ignore him, jump to this cliff, and then run across. We're actually going to head up there to the left here. You're going to see me duck down here. I was actually looking for goodies to see if there was anything down there, and there's not. And then I almost fell off the cliff, which isn't good. But it's getting cold, but this is the end of it. So now that we are done scaling the mountain, now we go meet Bettomaru, and he wants us to grab a meteorite. It's a little piece over here. Let me show you where we grab that. So go ahead and work your way over here. There's the marker. So we're going to grab the meteorite. Now, once you get the piece of rock, or the piece of meteorite, don't forget to change out your armor before you start the fight, and don't forget to change your stance to stone stance. He does not have a shield, so we're gonna switch that stuff out, and you can do it in the middle of the fight too, but it's a good idea to do it here so that you're prepped and ready to go. Now, one of the things, if you've seen my guides, one of the things I like to tell everybody is to back up, dodge, parry, but learn your opponent's rhythm. Move around them. Let them try to feel out what their movements are like. Now, when he takes his sword out like that and it's on fire, he is going to come and attack with 3 unblockables. But if you're using stone stance, you can try to parry them, but you could also try to press triangle, and you could try to use your heavy attack on him. And it's pretty effective, but in my fights, I kind of prefer to parry and counterattack. That way you can get health back. As you can see, I didn't start the fight with all my resolve. And this guy, he's pretty fast. Now, he always does 3 unblockables here. He does 1, 2, 3. And the third one, oh, and sometimes a fourth one. He'll mix it up. But the third one, I had a really tough time. In fact, I didn't expect to beat him in this fight, so you're actually going to see me get knocked around a bunch. But I had a tough time dodging the actual third one, but I kept trying to get my parry in there, or at least a quick attack after the unblockables. Here they come again. He does it often, but you can come at him with a heavy and follow up with those hits, and it does work. So it depends on you if you want to be aggressive or you want to be more of a counter hitter. So there we go. I got a perfect parry. He stumbled, and you go in for the attack. Now, the interesting thing about Bettomaru is once you get him to about halfway of his health, you get the ability to use the flame attack. So we're going to squeeze R1, and you don't have to get his health all the way down to beat him. You just have to get him down to about, I would say, like 25%. And then once you get down to 25%, you're done with the fight. But he's he doesn't have a ton of different attacks. So that was me trying to figure out. I was trying to do another heavy and interrupt his unblockable. And now let me show you how to get down here quickly. So it's easy to miss, I think. So head out through the temple, and then on the other side there's a post right over by the cliff, right over here. And if you run up to it, you can descend the mountain and it'll take you down there, or you could just fast travel through your map. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. It does help me out quite a bit. Thanks for checking out my video.